Yes, what's happening everyone? Hope you're all well. Welcome to another goalkeeping tutorial with me, Dean Neal, and the Pro 1 Goalkeeping Academy. Let's get things moving.
Yep. Good. Good. Up, get a man. Big catch. Good lad.
There's no way I'm going to be able to just sit still for half an hour. You know what I'm like? I have to play around with things. Okay guys, in this tutorial talk today, I want to talk about a couple of subjects which are and key components of your development. Whether you're 6 years old, 10 years old, 18 years old, 20. I want to talk about selecting role models, okay, in your game. I want to talk about social media, goalkeeping, Instagram, Facebook. I want to talk about making the right decisions. Sit down, Dino. Now, stage one, choosing your role model, guys. This is a bit of advice that I was given as a 8-9-year-old kid, goalkeeping, aspiring goalkeeper, you know. And I want to pass this on to you because this is what we coach the lads in here. Right, if you're 10, 12, 14, 18, 20, whatever, depending on what level you play, you have your role model like we've just discussed. But you have to be real in this, guys. There's no good plan like Edison if you're playing in Division 3 of your local Sunday league or Saturday league, because you just haven't got the amenities around you. Now, Edison plays on world-class pitches week in, week out. He plays with world-class players. He plays with world-class footballs. That's a big key factor, okay? Just 3 basic components compared to the 9-10-year-old goalkeeper trying to push on, playing over your local community field where it's a little bit boggy on the ground. The balls are not the best. The players technically are still developing just like you. So there's no good trying to play like Edison if you're in Division 3 of the Sunday League, or there's no good trying to play like Jordan Pickford if you're in the semi-professional Ryman League or Boswick League. It just won't happen. Okay, so how do we get around this? So we've chosen a role model. How do we get around this? How do we choose a role model? Because there's no good me choosing Buffon if I'm playing 3rd division or 2nd division football at 10 years old. So how do we... Well, I'm going to tell you. Right, this is the secret of success. Right, when I was younger, 9-10 years old, okay, and I was told this advice: who do I choose as a model? What have I got to do to develop and get up those leagues and to be recognised? Right, this is what I done. At every age, in any league you play in, rumour has it, reputation has it that there's a good goalkeeper. So, for example, when I was younger, mine was a lad called, I don't want to say his full name, was Joey, right? Now, this Joey was the best in it. Everyone was raving about him, okay? He played in the Sunday Premier League. So, what I used to do was to go and watch Joey when I can and read reports on him to see what he was doing to be the best in that division. Now, that division was only 2 divisions higher than me, but I wanted to play in the Premier Division. I wanted to be in the Premier Division. So, there's no good me looking at the time Peter Shilton and playing like Peter Shilton. I needed to know what I need to do to be the best at that time in that division. And this boy Joey was killing it, okay? So I went and watched him. I went and studied him. And I was 9-10 years old. So this boy Joey, I looked at him, fantastic shot stopper, fantastic. One thing he couldn't do, really, was distribute. And also, what made up for that, he was very loud. For a 10-year-old kid, he was so demanding and had such a good presence. So I took bits of his game, but I was good at distribution. So I was thinking, if I can be that good shot stopper, be that loud, and be good at distributing, that's your answer. So week went by, a month went by, and it started to happen. I started to earn rave reviews. I was so loud, my distribution was good. I worked on my short sharpness, the shot stopping in training, and what happened the following season, I signed for a Premier League side. Now, just turning 10, signing for the Premier League side, I was killing it. I was now recognised as the best in the league, okay? So what do I do now? I wanted to go into the district side. I wanted to be the best in the district. I wanted to be the best in the county, okay? Best in the country, yes, but you need to slow down. There's no good jumping there. We do bit by bit. So I then went to research the district keeper, who was 2 years older than me. And I went and watched him play, and I was lucky because they played on Saturday mornings and I played Sundays, so I could go and watch. And I watched him, and the only difference he had on me really was height. But he was the best keeper around at that age. So I thought, well, I need to think about how I work against this height difference. So I worked on my starting positions, you know, good decision making, good starting position. So when the ball come across and I'm sweeping up or I'm coming for that ball, my starting positions were really good. Now, how did I work on starting positions? I worked with the players. I started to understand the players, understanding formations, the style and how they fought, okay? And this gave me the edge. So in the game, I could nick an extra 2-3 yards because I could read it well, okay? So the following year, I got into the district. Now, I'm not going to bore you with my career at such a young age, but that's the example of this. Whatever level you're playing, find out who the better goalkeeper is, who has the good reputation. Go and watch him, study him, research it on the internet. Now it's easy for you guys because you've got social media. Parents post stuff on their Facebook. Find out their Facebook page. Find out their Instagram and go for it. Watch what they do, study, and then put your bit into it, and then become the best in that league. And then you move on, and then you move on. So, for example, if you're a semi-professional goalkeeper playing in the Essex Senior, find out who everyone's raving about in the Ryman Premier League. Because you don't want to jump from the Essex Senior League to the conference, the National League. It's too big a jump, okay? So you find out who's doing well in the Ryman, okay? You study them and you watch them. And you think, do you know what, if I can be like that and add my bit to it, I can be the best in the Ryman. And then when you get to the Ryman League, you study the national conference, who's being the best, and you do it. So, basically, you're goal setting, okay? Now, there's no point me saying, well, I'm going to play for Man United. That's me, Man United is here. We need to fill this gap, because if we try and do this big jump at once, you will fail. Okay, so it's about, right, how do I get to Man United? First of all, I need to be the best in my Sunday division. Bomb. Then I need to get to my district side, be the best in there. Bomb. Then I need to get in the professional side and recognise how good I am as an academy goalkeeper. Bomb. Can you see the little stages? And then give it from this stage to being an academy, give yourself 3-4 years. Okay, so it's realistic, it's sustainable. If your dreams or your goals are not sustainable, you will fail. And if you fail, bomb, over, you start again. You can spend twice as long picking yourself up. So, the professional advice here, guys, choose your role models. Have a professional role model, yes, but think. You need to adapt to your environment. So pick a role model around your environment. Now, this is important. As a keeper, don't be envious. Don't be jealous. Okay, just because you might be studying another goalkeeper your age, don't do it with jealousy. Do it with be gracious, be humble. Okay, just because he's your age, don't be insecure about this. You know, study him, befriend him. You know, take what you can. So, in a short summary, role models. Choose your professional role model. Choose your role model, adapting to your environment and the level that you play, and use it as a stepping stone, okay? Dreams are achieved in stages, guys. You're not going to wake up in the morning, fall out of bed, and play for Man United, okay? Yeah. I know some stories who have had jumps from League 2 divisions, League 2 sides, straight to your Man Uniteds. Let's see where they are in 2 years' time. Because we need sustainability, we need experience. And as a goalkeeper, the more you train, every game you play is experience, Okay, we need that. Probably is a very, very low percentage that goalkeeper from League Two jumps to a Man United side and does well, okay? Unfortunately. But we have to be realistic. Set your goals, set your targets. When I was younger, for example, a big side come in for me, you know. I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 professional, 5 divisions above professional terms. And I thought that I was overwhelmed. You know, I was buzzing. I went back home, told the family, yes, been offered a different contract. But then I sat and I thought, you know what, if I've been offered this contract after a good performance of 2 years, what can I be offered after another year? I don't want to jump too soon. I want to get these games in and I want to be my own role model, you know, and I want to conquer and be that name. Because guys, when you enjoy playing football, when you enjoy playing in goal, you play well. And guess what? When you play well, people start to talk about you. People start to film, write about you. And then when you play well, all the doors of opportunities open for you, okay? So don't be patient, be ready, okay? Don't rush into it. Set your role models, apparently and accordingly to the level that you play, okay? Have your professional role model, like to watch them, why not? But be realistic, okay? Good, excellent. The next topic, social media goalkeeping. Instagram goalkeeping, Facebook, and YouTube goalkeeping. Right, guys, I want to touch base on a few different things here to educate you, especially the younger goalkeepers and even some of the older goalkeepers. Now, anybody who is putting stuff up on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, goalkeeping, you have to be able to separate yourself. Don't be personal, okay? Now, for example, there's a goalkeeper, an influencer, who they call it, influencer? Yeah. Influencer on Instagram who flies around the air. I've never seen him hold a ball, okay? But surely he's being positive, guys. You know, he's showing you great saves. I watched someone, it's so sad, the other day, this young guy, he must have just come out of his mother's womb. He was probably so young, and he's criticising so many goalkeeper coaches. And I'm thinking, listen, I'm white or black. People like that rub me up the wrong way. Because this guy flying over, think of a great save. Sometimes you type in on YouTube, great saves, to see goalkeepers flying about, saving the ball and this and that. Now, this young guy who's doing this on Instagram, he's just doing that. Yes, he's doing it for views. Yes, he's doing it for popularity. But at the end of the day, he's showing great saves because they are great saves he's making. And I know they're staged, but he's conditioning the body to make the save. So basically, what I'm trying to get at, guys, is when I started to work in European football, I didn't agree with everything. But I didn't get the I didn't go online and make videos about it and stress negativity about it. I took what I wanted to take and I left what I wanted to leave, okay? So when you're going through this social media, guys, and you're looking at this, everyone's trying to do a little bit of positive, but guys, stay away from what we call the parasites, the people who are trying to be negative to, I don't know, enrich their own performance, because that's a sign of insecurity, I think. You know, I mean, I'm honest with everyone, you know, and that's how I am. As a developing young goalkeeper, we should be teaching you guys to hold, and we should be teaching you guys to make the great saves. Why not? Okay, what do the balls do now? The balls move. Boots are designed to make the balls move more. What are we designed for? So it's important in practice that we get these youngsters up, conditioning their body up, down, rolling about, up, under ribbons. Now, you can say, this is a key example, roly-polies. When you do a forward roll, who does that? You go European football, it's massive. Now, I used to think, roly-poly, what's the advantage of doing forward rolls? Right, number one, condition the body, okay? Starting to learn your pivots on your hips and your shoulders, rolling in to rolling up and then to getting up, okay? How is that game related? If you do a top hand save, turn it into the roll, because if you don't, you can do damage on your pelvis or shoulder. 2, getting up from the forward roll is like getting up in the game, okay? 3, do you know when you do the forward roll and you get a little bit dizzy? Isn't that like in goalkeeping when you do a save, bombing you up and you're down and you're up? So are we not conditioning you mentally and physically? So be aware of the people trying to cut the trees down for their own fame, guys, because you're obviously on YouTube researching to help with your development. So be able to pick and be gracious, be humble, okay? Always take something positive out of something negative, okay? Now, with my channel, guys, get on my Instagram, because I don't know anyone who does the content that I do. Do you know why? Because I'm a professional and I actually say what I do. I can show you how to do it and I can tell you how to do it. Now, on my Instagram, we done a Q&A the other day, and it was really strange because I worked out in the morning and 70% of the questions were to do with my working out. So I was able to answer the questions with videos of workouts, and even down to a nutrition clip, what do I have after my workout? I actually filmed myself, because I'm like that, trying to give out this information, of having a protein drink and what carbs I have. So the questions were answered and then also shown, you know? So yeah, if you can, guys, get over to our Instagram and follow our daily content and what we do, because we just don't work with professional keepers, we work with the youngsters as well, you know? Now, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, guys, which some of you probably will ask, this is amino acids, okay? Amino acids, this is called Generation. This is for recovery. I take this during the day because I had a hard day yesterday, working out and training, and today's my day off, so I will sip this over the next hour, you know. Helps give me energy back, you know, my recovery, my amino acids are getting to the body, the muscles, and help with that recovery, so I'm all ready to go tomorrow. Now, at my age, 41, I need to be taking what it says, supplements, to supplement my good diet, okay? Supplement is what it says, supplement your food. So you should be eating well and healthy, and then stuff like this isn't added on, an extra. Why do I take this supplement? My schedule's busy, don't always have the time to food prep. I've run out of food prep this morning, so I've jumped on this today.
Good lad. Well done, Aaron. Good.
Now I'm going to talk about academically, not physically, okay? So academically means like written stuff. Right. With the intelligence we have these days, if you're struggling in an area of goalkeeping, for example, let's go a little bit technical. So in phase play, so you're struggling when the ball breaks down the wings, okay, with your starting position. So when the player's on the wing and he cuts in or crosses that ball in with your starting position, where you should be standing. Watch the games, watch matches on YouTube, on social media. Don't just watch the ball, watch the positioning of the goalkeeper, okay? Watch what he does, watch what he does, compare it with what you're doing, okay? then pause it, rewind it, play it, pause it, rewind it, play it, and have a little look every time in different scenarios, okay? And then take that and then practice it on that training field, okay? And put it in, because it's something that you're not working on the training field, you're watching, because we learn a lot by watching. There's a saying I say, observing is learning. You got that? Remember that. Say it again for me. Observing is learning. Right. Then guess what? This is where it gets interesting. This is where you will become number one. When you're watching them videos back and you're looking at the positioning of yourself, of the keeper, where he should be, what other positions should you be looking at? What other positions should you be looking at? You can see where I'm going with this. The players. So look at the goalkeeper's position on that cross. Where is his starting position? Where he's manoeuvring to? Where he is when he gets that ball, or where his position is when it clears. So don't look at the ball, look at the position of the goalkeeper. Then look at the position of the players around him or her. Because then you get to organise the phase play, defensive play on that situation. So not only are you learning about your positioning, you're learning about and understanding defenders' positionings. And if you're understanding that, you are preventing opportunities on goal. If you're preventing opportunities on goal, you're doing your job. So you see how far we can come, how far and how much we can develop academically. Don't be one of the goalkeepers who train and go, yeah, see you later, Dean. See you later, Bob. Thanks for the session today. Go and put their feet up, have a cup of tea. Ooh. Because it ain't like that. That 1%, that 1 to 3% who go home and research, those are the ones now playing on the big stages. Now, these are goalkeeping secrets, guys. Okay, that I'm telling you, this is professional coaching that I'm giving you in your front room, in your bedroom, in your garden, on your way to school, on your way out, on your phone, wherever. Note it. Don't just come off of here and disappear and forget about it. Keep watching this video. So, you're learning your positioning. You're learning defending positions. What else can you learn? Look where the attackers are. Look where the attackers are. Understand their position, what they're doing. Help to read what they're thinking, so we can be one step in front. And it will help with our anticipation in stopping them having opportunities on goal. So, from one research in one game, we've opened up a whole coaching area. That's just on crosses. You may be struggling on distribution. Go on distribution. You may be struggling on low shots. You may be struggling on a top hand save. Go over it all. Look at player positions. Look at the keeper positions. Look at his technique. That's how we learn. Study. Study, study, study. Now, don't forget what I said about the role models. Do what you want for your game. Okay? Study what you want for your game. Top hat saves at the age of 8, 9 years old, you're not going to be doing many of them. So there's more important things to learn and develop. So I would develop on other areas like your kicking and handling. Okay? Top hat saves will come in when you reach 11, 12, getting a little bit older. So again, research. Secondly, your nutrition. Understand your fuel. Guys, on the screen right now, your 3 most important meals of the day. 1, your breakfast. 2, your pre-workout meal. This should be taken an hour to an hour and a half before you train, whether it be on the field or in the gym. 3, your post-workout meal. This should be taken within 1 hour of training, completion of training, 1 hour. Now, them foods, depending on what you're doing, gym work, cardio, your football training, if we just said football training, should be light meals before you train. Your breakfast is the most important meal. Your breakfast. Plenty of fruit. Plenty of fruit. A nice cereal, you know. If you have to, get some fatties on, get some fatty acids on, get a croissant, you know, a bit of chocolate spread, instant energy. Glass of fresh juice. Okay, the meal before you train, something light, nothing too heavy digesting. a cereal, you know, a little bit of fruit, banana, you know. These meals are important. The rest of the meals throughout the day are normally irrelevant, because those 3 meals are the 3 meals that your body will count on. Now, I don't want to go in depth about too much dietary advice, simply because I have to know you as an individual, your body shape and your movements and your schedule. So if you research now, again, at the touch of a screen, touch of a button, information will come up, guys. You know, of basic, easy, digestible foods, sport-enhancing foods will help you enhance your performance, guys. Okay? And like we say, plenty of water and fluids when you're going. Now, read, guys, read. This is my little ebook and handbook that I've done. It's called the Young Goalkeepers Guide. I'll put the link in the spec for you to look at. It's an ebook. Now, guys, this ain't gibberish. This ain't pages and pages of rubbish and rubbish and rubbish. This is short, direct information, especially good for those goalkeeping parents or young goalkeepers, okay? Because it gives the parents an outlook of what they should be doing and how they can help with development without being accused of being pushy. Right, at the back here as well, this is the interesting point. You have a game day assessment and a training journal. The assessment, for example, the match day, you have categories where you mark yourself out of 10 on all the categories, okay? Then you give yourself a personal evaluation. Now, you think about it. After 3-4 weeks, you're gonna have 5 weeks worth of statistics. So you can go back. So for example, the evaluation of the warm-up, if the evaluation of the warm-up was 4 out of 10 and the rest are 6s, you know your warm-up needs to be better. But it might need to go deeper. Was your preparation good? Did you get an early night? Did you eat the right foods? Is that why your warm-up wasn't good? So then it can statistically tell you and give you some sort of an idea and a link between what's going on and what's not. Like I said, guys, these are available on the website. The link will be below. It's also available as an ebook, okay? But I like the physical. I like to actually hold something. Now, the work off the field is so important as the work on the field, guys. You know, I cannot stress enough how much research, your gym work, your nutrition, your research work, looking back over games. Nowadays, you have all the technology and information at the touch of a screen, at the touch of a button, guys. You can improve 24/7. Good, right, I've had enough of sitting down. I'm gonna take the camera. Right, guys, like we say, we're gonna start uploading more content. So comment and let us know what you wanna see next in the videos, what I can do to help you. Guys, thank you so much for all your likes and comments and all your subscriptions. It means so much to us. If you haven't subscribed already, then hit the subscribe button, guys. Listen, love to you all. Be safe, be good. Well done.